Well, I thought I was going to go to sleep early, but I wanted to point out something that I saw on the rally today held by Donald Trump, and he brings up really five items that I thought these are the things that we've been talking about for a long time, and we don't really like lobbyists that much. I don't like all these lobbying system that how somebody with so much money that have control over our government, over our policymakers and politicians, congressmen, senators. So I think I don't agree with most of Donald Trump things, but I have to give you this. I have to really give him this one. I do agree with these five items that he came up with, and it sounds like wow, somebody's finally putting these things out there, and he may not be the one enforcing these because he's got very slim chances of making it to the White House right now. We don't know what's going to happen with the debate tomorrow night, but these some of the things that he said. This is really amazing. This is again, if you watch my first video that I posted, you're going to hear me talk about how some of these things are resonating with the American public because we believe that it is time for us to take care of some of these things like he's mentioning, like the economy, uh, education system, being number one around the world, our trade deficits, our debt, all these things. And now he just drops another bomb, and that is he wants to impose these bans on lobbying. And the media has not picked this uh, for a very good reason. For a very good reason. But these are the things that he wants to do. He wants to have a 5-year ban on positions. After you're in Congress and you leave, you have a 5-year ban. You cannot be a lobbyist after that. Okay, that revolving door thing that happens in Congress. Also, he has a 5-year ban on former members of Congress. I think is kind of tied to number one. I don't quite understand what he tried to say. That he also has a stop on or register lobbying, racing, or register foreign lobbies raising money for elections here. So now that is a major one right there. That's major one. I mean, just stopping large corporations or large lobbying firms to register foreign lobbying firms, stopping them from raising money for elections here. To me, somebody like that can be so influential. He also wants to have bans on senior officials raising money for foreign governments or something like that. So let's watch and let's see what you think about it.
That's why I'm proposing a package of ethics reforms to make our government honest once again. First, I'm going to institute a 5-year ban on all executive branch officials lobbying the government after they leave government service. They become rich. They become rich. Second, I'm going to ask Congress to institute its own 5-year ban on lobbying by former members of Congress and their staffs. They become rich. I mean, these staffs become rich. Third, I'm going to expand the definition of lobbyist so we close all loopholes that former government officials use by labeling themselves consultants and advisors when we all know they are just lobbyists, right? Lobbyists. Fourth, I'm going to issue a lifetime ban against senior executive branch officials lobbying on behalf of a foreign government, right? And fifth, I'm going to ask Congress to pass a campaign finance reform that stops registered foreign lobbyists from raising money in American elections, right? There's another major announcement I'm making today as part of our pledge to...
There you have it. There you have it. 5 items, 5 things that he wants to talk about, 5 items he wants to introduce in Congress, 5 items he wants to enforce against lobbying mechanisms. That to me is a game changer for a lot of independents. I think that he's going to get a lot of support for that. A lot of people have been really talking about the system that we have of lobbying in America, which it's legal to have a lobbying system, but I think they have gained so much influence in our government, in our policies. Um, if you listen to what he said, if you pay attention, he also wants to redefine what lobbying is. And I think that's very important too, because we need to have a clear idea of what a lobbying is, of what a consultant is, of what an advisor is. If you can call yourself, say, for example, well, I am a policy educator. Well, what does that mean? Why? I think if the actions are similar to lobbying, it doesn't matter what you call yourself. You're a lobbyist, and that's it. Again, to me, this is a game changer. I don't know what you think about that. Give me your messages. See you next time. Thank you for watching.